Alright, welcome everybody to Werro's channel. This is going to be my first episode of cooking episodes. Today we got some pork ribs that we're going to make a dry rub for, and we're going to cook them on the grill. So first, starting off, we got our ingredients. I usually don't measure anything. I usually just eyeball it, but to make it a little easier for y'all to follow, I wrote down about how much I use. First, we're going to start off. Get you a mixing bowl to mix everything up in. And first, we're going to start off with some brown sugar. We got about a little bit over a half a cup of brown sugar. Then we're going to use about a quarter cup to half a cup of paprika. Then we're going to want to use, let's see how much I got. 1 tablespoon of black pepper. Tablespoon of salt. Then we got a tablespoon of chili powder, about 2 tablespoons of garlic, a tablespoon of onion powder, and then we got about a teaspoon of cayenne powder. A little bit more. Alright, now what we're going to do is you're going to get your ribs. Now you can go ahead and just leave the membrane on. I know a lot of people take it off, but I have found it not to be a problem just leave it on with this recipe. So we're going to go ahead and mix up your rub. We're going to mix it up all good. The brown sugar tends to clump up. Just try to break up the clumps as much as possible. And now what we're going to do is go ahead and rub this all over the ribs. You want to make sure you get it in all the creases and everything. Just rub it in there real good. You press it down on there, get it to stick on there a lot better. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. I'll also leave a list of the ingredients down in the description below, so it'll be a lot easier for y'all to follow. Now what you're going to do is take your aluminum foil, and you're going to want to just fold it up, but don't close it up all the way yet. Now next thing you got to do is you're going to want to put your beer in there. You want to put whatever beer you drink is what you're going to want to use. I drink pretty much anything, so because it's going to give it that same flavor as what that beer is. So you can go ahead and put probably about like half the can in there. And then we'll go ahead and fold this up, careful not to leak any of it out. Now what we're going to want to do is go ahead and wrap up the ribs again in aluminum foil. But you want to get a good seal on it because you're going to be turning them over and you don't want none of the juices to get out. Wrap it up one more time. There you go. Now if you got more racks, like I have more racks, we'll just go ahead and repeat the same thing. Do the same thing to them. And me, I use charcoal and wood for when I'm grilling. And so I'm going to use indirect heat. I got all the wood over here on the right side, and I'm going to put all my ribs over on the left side. So that way they won't get burned from the bottom of the wood. So we'll go ahead and put these on here. Also, another thing you're going to want to have, if you are doing charcoal or wood, you get you a water bottle. It doesn't have to be this big, but just get you a water bottle and poke a hole in the top. So that way you can spray the charcoal or your wood, whatever, down. So that way it will create a lot more smoke inside there. And it will also help you regulate the temperature once it gets too hot so you don't burn them. And you're going to leave them, my grill has a thermometer on it, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to keep track of what temperature it is. But you want to have it around between 350 and 325, somewhere around there. And we're going to want to leave it in there probably about 3.5 to 4 hours on that temperature. And so during that time, you're going to want every 30 to 40 minutes, we're going to want to go ahead and flip them over. So that way they're constantly getting flipped over and cooked thoroughly through and evenly. And we'll come back and check on these in here in a little bit. We'll go ahead and go inside now, and I'll show you how to do the barbecue sauce to go with these ribs. Okay, so we're back inside now. We're going to go ahead and start up the barbecue sauce. Now you can make as much as you want. I usually go ahead and use about half the bottle, so then I can just pour it back in there, whatever we don't use this time, because I like it better the way we're going to fix it right now. So what we're going to do is you're going to want to get Sonny sweet barbecue sauce, and we're going to get a pot, we'll pour it in. And now what you're going to want to do is, however much barbecue sauce you put into there, you're going to want to put about 1/4 of that of ketchup into the pot also. And the ketchup just gives a more smoother taste, takes a little bit of that tanginess away from the barbecue. Now next we're going to want to put some brown sugar. Now if you don't have no brown sugar, you can also substitute it for just regular white sugar. That'll work. Probably put about 1.5 cups, 2 cups in there. Now you're going to want to put this on low, because you don't want to have it too high and burn it. You just want to let it cook enough, warm up enough to break down the sugars in it. So we'll go ahead and stir this up. Don't worry about all the clumps and stuff of the brown sugar, because it'll break down as it heats up. We'll go ahead and put that down on low, and we'll put the lid on it, and we'll come back and check on that in a little bit. Right now we're going to go see about the ribs and check on them. Alright, so it's been about 3 hours now. They've been cooking in here about at 375. What we're going to do now is take them out of the aluminum foil and place them directly onto the grill for about 10-15 minutes on each side. Now when you're doing it, you gotta be careful, because they are real tender right now, and they'll fall right apart. Now just go ahead and put them right there onto the grill. And we'll just let them cook on there for about, like I said, like 15 minutes on each side. And then we'll go ahead and take them off. So we'll come back whenever these are done. Alright, now I've already turned them over and they've been cooking on both sides, like I said, about 15 minutes. So now we'll go ahead and we'll take them off. And you can do these with the same recipe with the beef ribs also. Be careful that they fall apart on you. Alright. Now we'll take these inside. Alright, so we're back inside now. We got ribs all cooked up on both sides. We'll go ahead and cut them up. It's falling apart. Then we'll get the sauce in. I like to brush it on after it's already off the grill, because a lot of times whenever you do it when it's on the grill still, the barbecue sauce itself will get burnt and leave a burnt crust on it. So there you go, there you have it. This is my rib recipe. So please like, subscribe, and let me know what y'all think.